Hello everyone, this is Mrs. O, and I'm going to show you how to do the element of art project. You're going to start with a blank sheet of paper or your sketchbook, a ruler, or a straight edge, anything that has a hard straight edge on it. Okay, I'm going to take my ruler and go from corner to corner. So it touches every each corner. I could use my ruler or my straight edge. I'm going to use my straight edge this time and go from corner to corner. Now, if you don't exactly meet the corner, make sure you hit the corner and connect your lines, and then erase the lines that don't match. But they have to reach the corners. You're going to go from side to side, make sure you meet the middle of your X, and then from top to bottom, meeting the middle of your X. So now you have 8 sections. Then you're going to create a border at the top. Make sure your lines are parallel with the edge of your page. You do the same thing with your straight edge if you're not using your ruler. Okay? And you're meeting your edges at the corner. Make sure your lines are nice and straight. Okay? Now you're going to create your labels. It's going to be line, shape, form, value, color, space, and texture. Please put them in that very same order. Then you're going to put your title, which is going to be elements of art, your name, and the class. The class being art, whatever grade you're in, and your block. So B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, or B7. Okay, so you have your diagonal lines, your side to side line, and your top to bottom line. And you have your border, your labels, your title, and your name. Next, we're going to do our examples. These are examples of lines. I have wavy lines, curvy lines, straight lines. You can even play with the thicknesses of your line. Then I have jagged lines. Okay, you can have fun with that. Then I put in my shapes. Make sure your shapes are flat, no value, very flat, basic shapes. Okay. Then you're going to do your form. I'm going to stick with the circles just so you can see the differences between. You can change your shapes up in each section, but I'm going to keep it simple and just do the same shape for each section for you. The way you decipher between shape and form is you give it value by shading it, give it some dimension. Okay, you have shadows in there, okay, ripples in the water, abstract shapes and geometric shapes. Okay, next is value. So I created a sphere with some value. My light source is coming from the top right. Or you can just do one big gradient of color in the entire block. It's up to you how creative you want to be with your value. As long as you're showing me that you know how to create a gradient and shade. Okay, then I'm going to do color. Your entire poster should be in color, but most definitely your color section will be in color. So I'm just keeping mine basic, but you can be creative with this section. Now I created a monochrome section right here where everything is green, different shades of green. Please make sure you have no negative space. So fill in the entire area. Okay, fill it all in with color and shapes and objects. Okay, no negative space. All right, for space, you're going to do something like that you use prepositions for. On top of, behind. I'm drawing a table. You don't have to draw a table, but I'm just showing you an example. So that the table is on the floor. The circle is above the other circle. Then the square is in front of the other square. You have the sun in the back. So anything that's dealing with placement and position. And then texture, I did a bumpy texture, which is has like little C's on it. Then I'm doing shiny and smooth. Then I'm doing cracked, so any kind of adjective. And then I'm going to do hairy. Okay. And there you have it. This is my Elements of Art project. It's going to be in color. It's going to be filled. Okay. This is another example to look at. Please post your works in progress. You must have a work in progress on the left and your final on the right. Okay, it's posted on your home page and it will be due October 5th. Okay. You can also play with the words and make the words into the element as well. So that's my shape. And then I'm creating my form. Okay, the difference between form and shape is the form has a third dimension. So it looks like it's coming off of the paper. All right, and you can do that with all of the sections. All right, again, your project is due October 5th.